Hi guys, hi guys, hi guys, Ryan here. Obviously, hi guys, Ryan here. Got another video for you. Obviously, sorry it's been a lot. Sorry it's been a couple of months since the last, since the last update on the. Again, sorry it's been like the last, been a couple of months on the last since the last update on the Mustang. On the Mustang, but obviously this time I've got another final reveal for you. But whereas my last video was the final reveal of the Spitfire, this time it's the final reveal of the Mustang. It's the final reveal of this, which I'm just getting the box art really, just so you guys know what it is. It's Airfix's 172 scale North American Aviation P-51D Mustang. Obviously, like the Irish Centenary gift set and the B2C that I've built like the Irish Centenary gift set and the B2C which I built which I finished last year. This obviously sent me this kit along Airfix sent me this kit along with the RF Centenary gift set and the B2C for free, although they have not paid me what to say to do. So huge thank you to just want to say a huge thank you to Adam and Emily. So my opinions on the kit are strictly my own. Obviously, I just want to say a huge thank you to Adam and Emily Houghton of Airfix and Hornby Hobbies, respectively, for sending me this kit for free. And also a huge thank you to my godfather for getting in touch with Airfix and Hornby Hobbies, with Airfix, and then obviously Hornby Hobbies for getting to sort of getting Airfix to recognise my talent, I suppose you'd say. Because without him doing so, none of this would have been possible, sort of thing. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to the Mustang. Just trying to make sure that I'm in shot, but I'm not blocking the light of the model. The model isn't that. The light isn't that great down here today, but isn't that great where I filmed today. But never mind, we'll have to go with it. But yeah, so here she is, guys, and here she is, chaps and gents and lady. Here she is now. So here she is now, fully completed. So obviously, since the last update, when you last saw, obviously when you last guys saw her, she had just been obviously had finished the paintwork and glossed up and finished. I just finished the paintwork and glossed her up, ready for the decals, ready for her decals, ready for the decals. Obviously, as you can now see, it's got the decals on. It's got the decals on, the canopy on, and obviously the drop tanks, and obviously the two drop tanks as well. And obviously the drop tanks as well. So I suppose I should go through what happened with the procedure, really, with the plan of what happened. So I suppose I should go through with what I did. So obviously, after I applied, obviously, so in terms of deckling, obviously I took each of the deck, obviously I took each of the decals and soaked them in water and in water, like you spoke, as per normal when it comes to deckling, and obviously I put each in each areas the decals were going to go. Obviously, I soaked each spot where each decal is going to go in, obviously with water and with water and with the Humbrol decal fix, with a mixture of water and Humbrol decal fix, and obviously put the decal down, obviously, and then obviously put the decal down, and then obviously roll each decal with a Q-tip to squeeze to roll out any moisture or air pockets, and obviously just gave each decal a coat of Humbrol, a few coats of Humbrol decal fix to bed them all to let them all bed down, to let them all bed down, to let them all bed down into the surface. And then obviously and then of course after they were all bedded, I gave the whole aircraft, once the decals were fully bedded in, I gave the aircraft a coat of Humbrol gloss coat. Gave the aircraft a coat of Humbrol gloss coat, and then the only other thing I did do, as you can probably see, is I gave the outer edges of the propeller blades and the rudder a flat coat to take them back to take the outer edges of the propeller blades and the rudder to a matte finish. But yeah, obviously. So we got the stars and bar decal on the wing, and we've got quite a few stencils on the upper wing. Keep it in shot, right? And got quite a few stencils on the upper wing, on both sides of the upper wing. The underside, obviously, we've got quite a few stencils, and you can see the drop tanks here as well. See, I've got the drop tanks on as well on the underside of the I've also got the drop tanks on. Speaking of the drop tanks and the sides of the aircraft and the drop tanks, you've got obviously got quite a few decals on the sides of the drop tanks, and obviously you got some stencils. You got some stencil data on the drop tank as well, and the filler cap which comes as a decal, and the filler cap for the drop tank which comes as decal on that side. And that side. On that side, and obviously this side as well. Obviously, we've got the stencil data on the propeller as well. The stencil data decals on the prop, on the propeller. And also, don't know how well you're going to turn these out. You don't know how this is going to come out, but there's also a stencil data on the canopy, a couple stencils around the canopy area, or for the canopy area. And obviously on this side, I don't know how well it's going to come out, but you've also got the pilot, Lieutenant Eugene James, And also you've got the filler. I don't know how well you're going to see this, but you've got the filler cap for the fuselage, the fuel cap, the fuel filler cap stencil for the fuel filler cap stencil for the stencil decal for the wing tank, and obviously the stenciled plaque data, the stencil the data plaque. The data plaque for the for the amount of obviously fuel for the fuselage tank. But yeah, those are all the decals. Those are all the decals, guys. Those are all the decals that I put on, guys. Like I say, they went down really well. They all went down really well. Um, they all went down really well. They bedded down. They went down really well, and they bedded down really well after obviously a few coats of Humroll Decalfix, which is my setting solution, which is what the setting solution that I use. And then of course here you don't, and then obviously there's a couple of stencils. Obviously I didn't quite, actually I don't know how well you're going to get these. Obviously on the flaps I've got a couple of stencils to mark where the, got a couple of stencils on the sort of towards the very sort of the inboard. I've got on the flaps to mark where the walkways are, where the pilot's walkway is, where the pilots and ground crew walkway is to access the cockpit, the cockpit and the walkways for the pilot and the ground crew. But yeah, I forgot about those ones. I must admit, because you don't always. The reason I say I forgot about those ones because you don't see them when you unless the aircraft's unless you got the aircraft facing away from you, and unless you got the aircraft facing away from you, you don't always see those decals. You don't see those decals unless you've got the flaps up. But of course, I've got this with the flaps. I've got this posed with the aircraft flaps, with the aircraft posed with the flaps down. But yeah, like the Spitfire, which I did in the last final reveal, like I did with the Spitfire in the last final reveal. Really happy with how this is. Really happy. I'm really happy and really pleased with how this has turned out. I'm really pleased with how this. I'm really happy and really pleased with how this has turned out. I'd highly recommend this kit to a beginner. Like I said, I've built this kit. I've built this kit two times. As you guys, those of you who've been subscribed to me long enough to the channel, subscribed to my channel long enough, I've built this kit two times previously. In the first, obviously, the first time I've built this kit two times, two times previous, twice. I built this. I built this kit a couple of times previously, in both the red tails, both. Obviously, that was when it was released. Both went obviously when this kit was initially released as the red tails option, the color in the red tails color scheme, and the red tails color scheme, and obviously the Korean War offer it, and obviously the Korean War Mustang offering of this kit as well. But yeah, really happy with how. But yeah, as I said, really happy with how this has turned out. But yeah, as I said, really happy with how this has turned out, and really happy with how this turned out. and I'd just highly recommend it to a beginner, really, and I'd highly recommend it to a beginner as well. So scores, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the scores, and then I'm just gonna give you a chance. I'll do the scores, and then I'll give you a chance to look at this without me saying anything, so you guys can get a good look at this. And then of course I'll be showing you what I'm going to be building, and then after that I'll show you what I'm building next. So scores wise, obviously kit review. Obviously I reviewed this kit at the beginning, before I even started the kit. I've done you guys a review, and my thought, obviously I was, and obviously my scores in terms of kit review being 10 out of 10, in the fact that on the grounds that obviously that the instructions are very well laid out, and the instructions are very well laid out, and in terms of the instructions are very well laid out, very detailed in terms of the location of where parts need to be located, of when parts need to go, in terms of ease of locate, in terms of if it's easy to locate the parts where they need to go, in terms of assembling parts, in terms of actual overall assembly, and location of and fitting, locating parts into where they need to go. Obviously the color guide is the painting and decaling guide is on the back of the box, and obviously that's in color, and it gives you all the colors. It gives you all the colors, and all the colors that you're going to need to build this. Obviously, build this kit. That you're going to need to obviously finish this kit in the color scheme that they've picked for it. That they've picked for this particular release for this particular boxing of the kit. And then obviously also in the instructions you've got the stencil data sheet. Also on the back of the instructions you've got the stencil data sheet, which shows you pretty much where you need to put all the stencil data decals on this, which is clear. Again, that's also very clear and very precise of where each stencil needs to go. So 10 out of 10 for the actual, so kit review, 10 out of 10. For obviously, I've just given the reasons why I'm scoring it maximum points, as it were. Build review, obviously, build quality, build quality in terms of fitting, again, 10 out of 10. Hard. I had practically no fit issues with this kit. Although I will say this is obviously just be wary of the. Or I will say this, particularly if you're regardless, even if you, whether you're a hand paint, whether you hand paint or you airbrush in terms of painting, just be aware. Obviously, these modern Airfix kits do have tolerances. So what I will say is just be wary when it comes to fitting the wing to the fuselage, because as I found out when I test fitted the fuselage to the wing, when I test fitted the wing for the fuselage the first time, when I done the first test fit to the wings to the fuselage, it fitted absolutely fine. But then now when I painted the top of the wheel well and the top of the wheel well and the top of the wing well and the top of the wheel well and just behind the wheel well and front of the wheel well and the sides of the wings and the wing roots, after I painted those, the fit went from a nice loose slot-in fit to quite a tight snatchy fit sort of thing. So just be wary of that. So I will say is just be aware of the fact that these modern Airfix kits do have tolerance do have tolerances in when it comes to fitting, but other than that, fits really. But provide, if you know, obviously, if you just bear that in mind, you should have next to no problems in terms of fit issues with these newer Airfix kits. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for. But yeah, but other than that, 10 out, as I said, 10 out of 10 for fitting and build, for build quality and fitting in terms of no steps or gaps. Painting, again, this is obviously, painting is somewhat of my, I suppose, is somewhat of my personal opinion. It's somewhat of my personal opinion, but you, and of course, you guys can either agree with me or disagree with me. But I'm going to give the paint job on this, the paint job I've done on this, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, and I'm really happy. And I'm really happy with the paint job. With the paint job that I've done on this, and I hope you guys agree. But obviously, you guys, if you guys wish to, if you guys wish to disagree, you can. Or, but yeah, really happy with how this. I'm really happy with the paint job. I'm really happy with the paint, how the paint job turned out on this. So 10 out of 10 for painting, for painting, and then also obviously decaling. The decals, all most of the decals. Again, the decals I used gave me no problems. The decals the decals, obviously the decals went down. Bedded down really well after a couple of coats of Humbrol decal fix, and hardly any gave me problems in terms of breaking up, and in terms of decals breaking up, in terms of decals shattering the moment, in terms of decals ripping or ripping, in terms of being, in term the decals on the obviously, the cast graft decals are quite thin, and so they can form really well. But they haven't given me, didn't give me any issues in terms of ripping or shattering on when it, or shattering when they come out, when they came in contact when they came into contact with the when they come when I put them in the when I put them in the when I put them in the water to see to as or as when they put them into water, and when I was sliding them off the decking paper, the backing paper. So yeah, decals 10 out of 10. Again, decals 10 out of 10 because in terms of, they had no problems with them, and they went down and they bedded down really well, and they bedded down really well. So yeah, and like I say, so from that point of view, obviously this is a series one. This is a skill level 1 kit, so I'd highly recommend this to a beginner. Highly recommend this kit to a beginner. In that it builds, it builds it builds up well. It fits really nicely. It fits really well. Hardly no issue, hardly no fit issues in terms of steps or gaps. It fits well. Really, it fits. It goes together really well. Goes together really well. Hardly no fit issues in terms of steps or gaps. But yeah, really and like I said earlier, I'm just really happy with how this turned out. But yeah, so yes, that's it basically for this build now. It's all done, all finished. Really happy with it. Really happy with it. Highly recommend it to a beginner. And yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna. I can't. I can't. I can't. I've got. I can't. I'm really. I'm. You know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm somewhat running out of things to say about this because I just can't. Cause I'm just really happy. You know. I'm just. I really am running. I really am running things to say about this because there's not a lot I can't say. There's not a lot I can add to other than that I've already said. But yeah, I'm guessing you guys are going to see what I want to know what I'm going to be building next. So chaps and lady, so gents, so chaps and lady, I'm going to be building that. I'm going to be, as I said in the Spitfire final reveal, I'm going to be completing this series in that going to be building the Eurofighter Typhoon next. I'm going to be completing this 3B builds. I'm going to complete this 3B build series in that obviously I'm going to be building the Eurofighter Typhoon set out of the Argentina gift set, which is this aircraft here. And obviously, as I said, which is this aircraft here, and as I said in the final reveal of my Spitfire, as I said in the final reveal of my Spitfire, obviously I'll be doing this as a review. I'll be doing this as I'll be doing I'll be doing this as a review. Obviously, I don't know when. I've got no idea. I'll be doing this review. Hopefully, I'll be doing this review today. Hopefully, hopefully, I'm going to be doing this review today. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing this review today. I don't know. Obviously, I'm hoping to get these. Obviously, the video for the final reveal of the Spitfire, which I've just filmed, this video, and obviously the final and the review of the Typhoon next, over the course of the weekend. But obviously that I don't complete. I don't know, guys. I don't know yet when you guys will see these videos. But obviously, I will obviously log it in the. I'll have it set in the video description that this was recorded on the 6th of August. Because I'm pretty sure you can display. I'm pretty sure you can display that you can display in this video description when the video was recorded in terms of filmed. But yeah. So that's what I'm building. So yeah, that's it really for the Mustang. I hope you enjoyed. That's it really for the Mustang. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed following me along in my follow. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire build log into the build set. The build log. Following me along the build. Along the way in terms of following me how I got on with the build. Obviously, I'm going to be building the Typhoon next, and I'm going to be building the Typhoon next after I've done the review for it. After I've done the review for it, either later today or this weekend. Either later today or this weekend. But all that remains to be said is obviously all that remains to be said is before I sign off is obviously huge thank you to Adam
and Emily Houghton for huge thank you to Adam and Emily Houghton. Huge thank you to Adam and Emily Houghton of Airfix and Hobby Hobbies respectively for, as I said, at the beginning of the video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, huge thank you to Adam and Adam and Emily Houghton of Airfix and Hobby Hobbies respectively for sending me this kit for free. Although they've not paid me what to say or do, and so in that respect, that my opinions of my opinions and views of the kit are strictly my own. Obviously, huge thank you to my godfather for getting in touch. Huge thank you to my godfather for getting in touch with Airfix, for arranging all this in terms of getting in touch with Airfix to enable them for them to for get in touch with Airfix and Hobby Hobbies so that they were able to take a look at my channel and also send and recognise my talent and recognise my view my channel, recognise my talent and my passion for the hobby, and obviously send these kits, and ultimately which ultimately led them sending me this kit for free. But as I said just now, although they sent me the kit for free, they haven't paid me what to say or to. But anyway, that's enough waffling for the end of that's enough waffling for that's enough of anyway. So I will see you guys. So till the next video. Till the first update. So till the next video, yeah. So I'll see you guys. Obviously. So yeah. So thank you. So obviously what I'm just trying to say is thank you very much for watching me this video. I'll see you guys, and thank you very much video, and I'll see you guys I'll see the next time you guys will see me is when I do the review of the Typhoon. I'll do the review of the when I do the review of the Typhoon. When I do the review too, do the Typhoon on. If anything, I'm going to try and get it done today. So then I'm going to try and get, if I can, guys, I'm going to get all 3 videos done today, so I can edit them and get them published within sort of between today and between today so I can get them published either today, today, this weekend, or failing, or the beginning of next week. All right. But till the next video, which will be the review of the Typhoon, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Bye, chaps and lady. Bye for now.